Hey there, my name's Jack and I've been down at the Gold Coast Schoolies Summer Projects for the past week. And I'm just going to share a quick story about how I was out chatting to two young guys. So those guys' names were Daniel and Jess. And so it was on a Monday night. I was with my group and we walked up looking to chat to them about big life questions of what they believed in, etc. And so my partner Amelia and I went up to them, said hi, complimented Jess's shirt because it was really nice. And then started chatting to them and they were instantly super friendly, invited us to sit down. And so we took that opportunity, just got to know them, got to know their background, their school, what they were doing after school, and really just had an encouraging chat, getting to know them. We then transitioned into spiritual conversations by asking them what they believed. They sort of asked us what we believed and we said we were from a Christian uni group, just going around chatting about Jesus. And so they were instantly very open. Daniel said he didn't have any faith background, but really wanted to explore more and see what there was. And so I was very keen to do that. And then I thought, I better hear Jess out. He had a background of his grandfather being a pastor. And so he knew bits and pieces, but said he didn't really know the full story of Christianity. And he also believed that science probably explained the universe and humanity better. And so I objected and said, well, actually, I think science explains God more than it doesn't. And so I went into sort of the scientific details, like the fine tuning of the universe and morality. And after that, they seemed to agree. And so to me, it seemed like they didn't really know a whole lot to make up their mind. And so after hearing those things, they were on board with what I was saying. And so I progressed into sharing the gospel with him. And so I started to talk about how God did create us for a purpose with him, how sin separates us, how Jesus is humanity's solution, and how we actually have to make a decision. And so, yeah, we asked questions throughout, we clarified, we used analogies, and they really sort of started to understand what we were saying and fully capture the big picture of the gospel. And so, yeah, they were really attentive, really listening in and were encouraged by what we were telling them. And so it came to the end of that conversation and I challenged them. I said, we've got two circles and a throne in the middle, one way God's on the throne and one way you're on the throne. And which throne do you want to be in? And Daniel said he was very much wanting to be in between those two, with Jesus in his life but still on his throne. So that showed me that he really did want to know Jesus, but also wanted to know more before he fully committed, which was okay. And then Jess also said he was happy with where he was with himself on the throne of his life. It was just a really encouraging conversation all in all. They were very open to hearing what we had to believe and asked clarifying questions, which showed that they actually wanted to know more about Jesus. And so I think it was really encouraging to see that progression of not knowing much about what they believed in or where they stood to now knowing the whole gospel and the consequences of sin and about Jesus saving us from that. And so, yeah, it was really encouraging to be able to take them from that place to where they are now. And so there hasn't been any follow-up, unfortunately. They left before we got details, but be praying for Daniel and Jess that they might come to know Jesus.